Howdy folks, my name's Rusty Lumpkin and I'm the designer of Natural Chaos. Natural Chaos is a two-player abstract strategy game that has simple rules but a deep dive in strategy. Each player will take on two elements, earth and fire for one player and plant and water for the other. On your turn, you will have an option of three different things to do. You can place a new piece into the game, you can move a piece, or you can switch a piece, and we're going to go through each of those. The objective of the game is to get 4 in a row on one of the 4 quadrants, on the board. It can be diagonal. It also does not have to be 4 fire in a row, but simply 4 black bases or 4 white bases if you're on the white team. So with that, you're going to, when it comes to placing a piece onto the board, you can choose any of the elements that you control, right? So the black player can choose earth or fire. They're going to pick it, but they can only place it on the quadrant that they have the fewest pieces on. This does not matter your opponent's pieces, and this is the only time in the game that numbers actually matter. So this board has 2, this board has 1. 1, you have to play on this board. Now your opponent's going to go, and now when it's back to you, you get to, again, choose any element that you want, take a look, and now you're going to only place on the board that has the fewest of your pieces. These 3 quadrants have 1 piece, therefore you get to choose any of those quadrants to place on because they're all tied for your fewest. So that's placement. When it comes to movement, you can pick up a piece that you control and move it 1 spot, north, south, east, or west. If you are ever next to an edge of a quadrant and you go off that edge of the quadrant, you will instantly loop to the other side. So each quadrant is self-contained and looping. So you do not jump to another board, but you go off the edge and you loop to the other side of that quadrant. So these 2 squares right here are considered to be adjacent to each other. So you can place a piece into the game, move a piece, or switch a piece. And so this is where the 4-way ranking system comes into play. Water puts out the fire, fire burns the plants, plants tangle up the earth with the roots, and earth soaks up the water. If you are ever next to an object, or next to an element that you outrank, on your turn you can force them to switch places. So fire burns the plants, you can force them to switch places. The lastly is going to be if you are ever in the exact same location on any 2 quadrants, notice how they are both here in the upper right hand corner, they're in the exact same location on different quadrants, fire burns the plants, you can force them to switch places. And that's how all the quadrants tie together.